Well, good morning.
Good morning.
It actually worked. I was going to ask the mayor for lessons on how to do that afterwards. My name is Baiju Shah, and I have the privilege of being the board chair of Global Cleveland. And on behalf of the board, the advisory council, and the team of Global Cleveland, I welcome you to this morning's historic announcement. Cleveland, like America, was built by newcomers. Throughout our history, successive waves of newcomers, first from New England, then from the South, then from foreign lands, arrived here in pursuit of economic opportunity. And in the great inflection points in our region's economic history, from the settlement of the region through the Industrial Revolution, it was the arrival and participation of newcomers in growing industries that was essential to Cleveland's growth. In those periods, regional businesses, civic groups, ethnic and religious organizations actively welcomed newcomers, helping them gain a foothold in our region, work opportunities, and eventually becoming citizens of our great area. And through their efforts, not only as workers and as citizens, but also often as entrepreneurs, they made Cleveland a great and prosperous region. And we gather here today to announce the development of a new civic initiative that builds on that historical tradition, an initiative that we call Global Cleveland. Our region finds itself at yet another point of economic inflection, with significant growth occurring in knowledge-intensive industries. Surprisingly, we are in a position today as a region where we have over 20,000, I'll repeat that, over 20,000 open positions in our fast-growing, knowledge-intensive industries in fields such as healthcare and financial services and technology and IT. And to drive the growth of these industries and economic development in our region, we are announcing this effort, Global Cleveland, to once again tap back into our roots and bring newcomers here to continue to support that development. Global Cleveland's vision is quite simply to make this region a place of opportunity for people of all backgrounds. Our mission is to attract and retain newcomers by connecting them to these work opportunities and, importantly, also engaging them in our communities so they contribute not only to our industries, but they make our region a more globally integrated economy. Our goal is to add 100,000 newcomers over the next decade to Cleveland's population. Now, this initiative has had a long history. For those of you that perhaps read this morning's paper, it's been proposed in various forms by a number of different groups over the last several years. But in this particular instance, it was catalyzed by a report that was produced last spring, sponsored by the Jewish Federation of Cleveland, and the constant, energetic drumbeat from a large group of grassroots activists. Those factors led a broad group of civic and community leaders, over 75 in number, to come together to move from what we call the studying phase to the planning phase last fall. And it culminated this January with the endorsement of a strategic vision for Global Cleveland. Today we announced that we're moving from the planning phase into implementation. And we're able to do that because of the generous support of a broad group of funders and partners and civic leaders. We're excited to announce a series of grants towards the Global Cleveland Initiative that in total over $1 million in gifts. In addition, we are announcing the establishment of a welcome hub for newcomers here in the heart of Cleveland on Public Square in the soon-to-be-named Huntington Building. And finally, a set of alliances that will help provide a broad network of these resources to serve newcomers throughout our region. Today, you're going to hear from a number of the initiative's founding partners and sponsors, and through them and their stories, more will be shared about Global Cleveland and its importance to regional economic development.